How we doing, everyone? MJS back again with another video here, another installment of the Our First Home series. Today is March 15th. It's a Tuesday. We don't do work every single day anymore here because we've got a whole basement to renovate still, but we're taking our time with that. We're doing other work and stuff like that, putting up YouTube videos. Appreciate it if you've subscribed, if you're liking the content, and if you want to see anything that you think I might be able to, make some stuff about, definitely leave it in the comments. But I wanted to start this. I'm honestly not sure if I'm going to do this project today, but I wanted to talk about at least one other thing. I'm in my upstairs bathroom here. If we spin it around, here we go. Look, hello, there's the mirror. First thing I want to chat about is I just replaced this very small little thing here. This is just like an older, vanity. Those are new LED bulbs we did a little while back. Highly recommend changing out any old like CFLs or incandescents. LEDs are just I think way more efficient. Pretty sure they're way more efficient, and then they're also supposed to last way longer, and they just look better. You can change color temperatures, stuff like that, or you can get different color temperatures. So huge recommendation there. But we haven't done anything like in this bathroom other than kind of changing the paint and stuff, and obviously we still have to deal with that eyesore up there. But right here is where I want to focus on. This is just like one of those vanities where it has like the little push-in thing, and this one was actually not working before, and now it does. I just bought a little replacement guy here, and then just screwed her in, and now, boom. So that's like one little small thing. The second thing is I'm gonna have to get a little more creative. So here is my issue. We have one outlet in this bathroom. We could probably like do another one. We put outlets elsewhere, but everything else is like tiled, and I don't really want to deal with that. So my problem is that I need to have this guy like kind of charge, and I also need to have my toothbrush charge ideally. So my idea is to utilize this vanity in some way. I could actually also, now that I'm thinking about it, potentially utilize this, put it down here somewhere, like inside here, but I think probably up in here in this mirrored vanity here is probably better. So I'm just kind of setting the scene here, and then I'll update you as I go, but here's my initial idea. We have this here. I'm thinking about getting something to add outlets to this GCFI as well, because Amanda will use a hair dryer or a curler or something like that, and if I have two things plugged in, obviously we have a little bit of an issue there. So that's the first step. That's an easy step. But then what I was thinking is drilling a hole through the side of this, and then somehow putting them in here. Couple issues that we're gonna have already is that this toothbrush is a little big, right? So I could put it up here. I could move these two, these are those movable ones, you can adjust them or whatever. But just the things that I'm thinking about, it's gotta fit, it's gotta not fall out. I gotta have enough space and everything for this too, this little stand thing or whatever, however I'm gonna put that in there. And then I also need to manage the cords, because we don't want cords all over the place over here. So I'm gonna try to design something kind of cool there, and then also Amanda has some stuff up there, so I kind of gotta move it or figure out what I'm gonna do with that. But yeah, I think it's gonna be kind of cool when we're done. But I just wanted to kind of show the little before here. But that's the idea, is to get those kind of put up there, and then also in the future, again, just randomly, whether we redo this or next time, I think a really cool thing would be to put the outlet inside the vanity or something, or in I've seen other houses where they put them inside the drawers. I'm not necessarily saying in a bathroom like this, but something where it's just built more in. That would be kind of cool. I definitely saw an example of that, but that is what I'm gonna try to figure out. Design something there, probably put a hole through that vanity, and then just feed the wires through there. But it should look pretty cool when we're done here, so stay tuned. So I decided to just go ahead and do this project right now. Had the vacuum die as I was trying to sweep some stuff up during the middle of the project, so that was kind of funny. But we're pretty far now. I just thought of something though, and I wanted to kind of share it. So there's what we have so far. I have all the stuff kind of taken out. I moved up this little shelf here just to kind of test to see how high we will need it. Probably not gonna be able to finish this until Amanda comes home and we kind of reorganize this and everything. But this is cool because we have our toothbrush, and we'll have the other little shaver thing in there. And then if Amanda has anything, we could obviously utilize this beautiful little hole here now that we have. I could have made it a little bit smaller, but I had to get this through it. And this is like, you know, just about, oh dear, thing almost fell. But this is just about like the size. I thought it was gonna be even a little bit more snug, but I really don't care, it's fine. I could always like put something there if I really wanted to, but it's not a big deal. Here's the thing though, that I just thought about as I was doing this. This is gonna look great, and it, you know, I'll obviously do something with this cord to make it all like shoved in there a little bit more. But the problem that I just realized is that, and I didn't realize it earlier, that GCIF turns off like it's on this circuit. So like I knew about this when we did all the electrical work in here, and like I changed that thing, and I noticed that it does this. But now I'm thinking that it's not the end of the world, but the thing is technically now only going to charge when this light is on. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be okay with that. Now, I don't know how I would be able to fix that. I'm pretty sure like, you know, it terminates in there like that circuit or whatever. I'm pretty sure there's nothing going through that. So I'm pretty sure I would have to go in here. If I was going to be able to fix this, I'd have to go in here and somehow like make it so it doesn't go through the switch, just somehow wire it hot. Now, I don't think that's that big of a deal or that difficult given all the other shit that we did. But it's just something that I would have to do because I realized, and I'm probably going to end up doing that. The other little thing that I did here was this one was getting a little shitty, this old one that was over here. And they didn't even sell these things in 1-packs when I went to fix this one that was actually broken. So I just replaced this one too because I was like, I'm going to have to come back and fix this probably at some point. So got a new one there too, but it's going to look really nice. Like I said, I'm still excited about it, but that is a little bit of a damper because I'm definitely going to have to change that because that's not going to fly with me. Because I know that this toothbrush and these other, you know, anything else that we put in here, it's not going to have enough charge if it's only just when the light's on. So, but let's keep going here and try to finish what we can with this project. It is way later in the evening here. You know, Amanda came home. I got distracted, but I did finish this project. Her and I kind of put everything back together here. It's looking great. I want to just kind of show you the after. So pretty simple. It's actually not 100% complete. I'll update you when it is, but it was a pretty simple project. I was happy that I just knocked it out today. Obviously, we just drilled a little hole there. Looked great. We have in here, like I said, I changed this guy out, and then up here, this is kind of what I have going on here. Got the toothbrush right here. Nice. Got this guy here. And they just run down. I tried to manage them as best as possible. I could probably make it even a little better if I wanted to. But something like that. I ordered another one of those little 6 outlet things that I have from APC. I think it's going to work well because the outlets are actually on the sides. So I'll just kind of throw them on the sides there and it won't like protrude too much further out or whatever. It's going to be cool. It's going to look great. It's going to function. The only thing left to do after that is probably get this thing wired by itself. Hopefully I'll be able to do that when I go over here because again, if you watch that right there, yeah, see, so that's not ideal that it doesn't charge all the time. I only charge when lights on right now, but you know, it's okay for now. We'll fix that, but people speed on this road. But yeah, so that's what we got. I would say that's a mission accomplished. Today is March 23rd, and I believe the last time I vlogged anything about the house, we were chatting a little bit about the basement. There were some things that we were doing. So I'm just going to give a quick update here because I made some improvements yesterday actually, and I have some plans today that I want to do. So let's chat about it, shall we? So we're in the basement here, and it's looking more barren, but actually it's looking pretty cool because we have some really interesting ideas for down here. I think it's going to turn out great. So here's kind of a basic rundown of what I did yesterday. You can see the carpet is now cut back all the way to here where this little, you know, mid-spot area is, like the whole, you know, what will be a gym. The carpet is gone there. We put together this little shoe rack thing that Amanda's mom got us, so that's kind of cool right there. That drill from my dad I'm borrowing. I'll talk about that in a second. And then kind of over here, we just have a couple other things that Some things were, we got to give away a couple things. I'm trying to sell a couple things. We got these doors from upstairs in the bedroom closet that I have no idea what the hell we're going to do with. Just kind of chilling there. And then all this stuff over here, I moved into this corner. My dad and I are going to get the air conditioning system kind of like up in the attic, the air handler and everything like that. Probably going to change out some of that flex duct, insulate some things, just make that whole system hopefully run a lot more efficiently. That'll be in the coming weeks because it's about to get hot here in the next, month or two. Hotter than it's been, obviously, because it's been winter. But got to get on that, so that's good. We're looking good down here, honestly. It looks kind of like barren. Like I said, we're kind of like unfinishing the basement to refinish it, but I'm excited about it because I think that I want to take this slow. I mean, demo, I can go as fast as I want because, whatever, it doesn't matter. We're not really down here, so it's not a big deal for me. The only thing that I've obviously stopped and taken a pump the brakes on a little bit is like the walls because there is insulation behind the paneling. I don't really want to rip that out before, it gets to a reasonable temperature, just like for energy, costs or whatever. I'm still not super concerned about that. We're kind of in that middle zone now. It's not really cold. It's not going to be super hot for, at least a few months. But that's where we're at. I am going to start taking the paneling off here pretty soon, though. Like once we get some more of the stuff out of here, once we deal with it, probably in the next month, I think we're going to be back down to kind of, like the bare bones of this room at least, because we need to do something. That's not, it doesn't look good, and I don't know what's behind that wall because there's definitely been moisture at one point. And if we take everything off and deal with everything, we might be able to like move the plugs. We're gonna be able to deal with some of these weird wiring things up here, change the lighting and all that. It's gonna look really nice when we're done. We're gonna have some doors over here in front of this shit. It's gonna look cool. There's gonna be a TV here mounted on the wall, and the rest of it's gonna be like an open gym space with like some sort of rubber floor or something like that. Nothing super crazy, but honestly, I'm very excited to get this project going and doing this. So I just did a little bit of stuff there. Just, like I said, the little carpet and a couple things, moving some stuff around, just trying to get this prepped. And so if we turn this way here, I just stopped here because, we kind of still use like the laundry room and stuff like that pretty often. But moving forward on that as well. I want to go in here to the laundry room because this is another thing that I'm trying to take my time on, but it's something that we need to deal with. So like, Amanda's got some clothes and shit that we need to like kind of, go through and get like into the actual like closet upstairs and everything like that. But this laundry room, I'm like, everyone has said it that looks at it. It's such a big room, and it's again kind of messed up right now. But when we like get into this space and kind of make room for storage in different places in different areas of the house and stuff like that, like the garage is still a mess, and like in the back podcast room is still a mess there. But once we kind of like make this a little bit better, this is going to be really interesting. Like just some things like, I don't know, we thought about making like a shower, like in, like building this wall out, making a shower. I'm not really crazy about doing all that necessarily, but I just mean like we can make this a little nicer, like as far as the layout and things, like, if we, you could fold clothes on this or something. I don't know, more storage. Like there's a couple things over here that we use for storage right now. I don't know, just a random idea there. One super small thing that turned into like, oh, I didn't realize how annoying this was going to be is I want to just put this is a thing that we bought for upstairs, but then we got a different one because this one didn't work up there. It's just a paper towel holder. So I like measured it out and did it all and everything like right here, but I didn't realize you can't drill through block with the bits that I had. So that's what that drill over there that I'm borrowing from my dad is. Probably just gonna throw that on the wall because you need paper towels, I guess, in a laundry room. But yeah. So, and then obviously all the networking stuff. I don't know, just kind of cleaning this area up, I think would be great. That would be superb. And then, because again, back here, our little podcast studio is kind of rough right now. So I got the hockey stuff in there, but once the garage is kind of put together a little bit more as well, hopefully we'll be able to push some stuff in there and like, store it well. The hockey stuff, like I said, the tools and everything like that will all be in there. So I don't know. I'm excited about the progress. That was just a little bit of an update. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that paper towel holder thing on my agenda today. I don't know if it's going to happen, but you will know if it does. I'm going to try to do that paper towel thing real quick. Hopefully that's just a pretty simple process. And then I really want to finish that front hallway step area, like where everything transitions from the door to the steps to the kitchen to that coat closet. I should just do that. I should just get the boards, make the cuts, and do what I need to do. You know, so I'm going to try to do that. I'm not super excited about that because it's going to be a very difficult project, I think, because of like transitions and shit. But I'm going to try to do it. So first I'm going to do this paper towel thing. I'm going to get to work on that, and then I will show you that, and then we'll keep going. You know, one thing that I haven't done enough during this whole process is give enough action shots. You know, because I don't have a videographer and I didn't feel like setting up the camera a lot of times, right? So I'm going to do that right now because I had the opportunity to do so. This is a big drill. I think it's like a hammer drill, like a Bosch hammer drill. And I got a 1/4-inch bit on here. And all I'm doing is drilling through like block. And I made some, you know, the holes and everything like that, or the markings. And I just tested it. Seems to work pretty good. So I'm going to drill through the block, and then it comes with little, you know, plugs, like little wall plugs. You put those in. And then hopefully it all works and you just, you know, hang the little paper towel holder. So here's an action shot. Nice. All right, so we got the holes drilled. We got the plugs in. They look a little smushed, but hopefully we can just drive the screws in there. And yeah, we got some different kinds of screws. So that one I think is if you just had like, if you were going into wood or something. I'm not sure if we're gonna need those little gold washer things because we have these screws here and they already have like a little head thing that you can spin this like cover thing onto. So yeah, let's give it a shot. All right, so not the absolute best thing that I've ever installed, but I'm pretty happy with it. Just a couple of things. I mean, if you're ever going to try to do something like this, obviously, make sure you measure the holes properly, like put where those holes were, you know, as good as you can. Mine were a little messed up, but not too bad. I mean, I don't know. I just, you know, if you look underneath this thing, the screws are a little, like, not directly straight in. I guess I kind of missed. Really not that big of a deal. It seems like it's on the wall fine and everything like that. The cover things work good as far as like level. That's pretty level to me. And then this thing is a little, still pretty level. I mean, I'll definitely take that. So yeah, small victories build the confidence there. So nice. Now we have a little thing. Now I'm not sure if that's going to be there forever. Like I said, if we change some things around, but that's definitely a W in my book there. That was like a $10 thing, and that took me about 10 minutes to deal with there and install. So happy about that. Let's go try to deal with that floor upstairs. All right, we're upstairs here in this like front hallway area. Let's chat about it. Let's chat about what we've done to this point and what our plan is for today specifically here. So this is how we basically left this. Obviously there's a bunch of paint on the floor. It's like hardwood, but it's like old hardwood. And I guess there's a subfloor underneath it. I guess there has to be. I'm not exactly sure. I'm not, you know, that wasn't ever our plan to rip this up. We just put the shit over it. And it turned out pretty good like everywhere else. So I need to finish this part. Now, to recap, the reason I never finished this is because this is like the hardest section of floor, just because it has like, you know, this middle part obviously isn't hard, but you have like kind of a transition here. It's not really a transition, but I got to figure out what to do there because I can't just leave it like that. So I got to do something there. Like there was a piece of cord around there before. And then over in here, you know, I should take this stuff out of here, but it's kind of like a pain in the ass as well. Because on this left side you have this thing going up here and there's a piece of cord around that I actually still have no idea what I'm going to do because I can't really get it out of there. But closets aren't normally that bad, but it's just, you know, more work and stuff like that to get it going under here. We're going to have to, you know, cut out these like we have on the other ones. Undercut the door jambs so it looks nice. So we got to do that. And then over here is just going to be a complete clusterfuck. This is the exact same type of thing that we did over here, which, you know, albeit kind of looks nice, but this right here, like this last piece and this part took me, no joke, like an entire day on a Saturday to do. So probably shouldn't have taken that long, but it was my first time, and I don't think I was doing anything like extremely wrong, so that's gonna be a pain in the ass right here. I'm gonna have to do it again. And then at least I kind of know how to do that though, but like down here, this is the thing that like the biggest reason is there's so many stupid things going on here. Like I'm not sure if we're gonna keep carpet on these stairs, so I can't really give like an answer as to like how we should really do it. And then the other thing is like, okay, so the door's open here and you would have this, you know, this flooring coming into here. So what do you do? I mean, one option, I suppose, is have a transition like stop like right around where this one was. There was this was really weird. There was just like a piece of metal right here. But when we got the house, it was like the same thing on both sides with just a piece of metal. So it wasn't like transition anything. It was just chilling there. Now, the thing that I'm saying though is if I'm gonna put this floor into here, where do I put it? I'm still not exactly sure. I have like a stair nose cap piece that we could use to put here. It's basically, I guess, just like a transition over here, but for a stair. So we'd put the floor up to like right here or something like that, put the stair nose in, and I think that would work. But the question is then, like, the flooring comes there. Is that a good idea? Should I stop the flooring here? What are we going to do with the stairs? Because when I put that piece in there, it's like, I guess it's kind of like, it is what it is on the stairs here for the time being, because, you know, it transitions to that. So a lot of weirdness going on right in this little, you know, I don't even know, what is it, 5 by 2, like 10 foot square area, 10 square foot area or whatever. So I want to try to do it because I'd like to get this done for a lot of reasons, and just be done with this part of it, and then we can move on to something else, you know, at a later time, because we also have to do the basement, obviously, like we said. So I think I'm gonna mess around with it, see what we can do here. Hopefully it goes at least somewhat well. I'm not extremely confident. And the other thing that it's kind of annoying is like this floor, as you probably heard already, like this part of it, this part of the whole floor in this upstairs is like the squeakiest thing like ever. It's not too bad in certain spots, but as you can see, I put like a million screws in here because old houses just were put together with nails and shit and just terrible. So, yeah, but I'm gonna try this, and I will update you probably with all the frustration that I face.